Hey everyone, my name is Steve with Medellin Unfiltered. I just wanted to talk about a topic that's probably going to ruffle a few feathers, rustle some jimmies, whatever you want to say, but it needs to be heard. So if you're a guy planning a boys' trip, a trip of the lads, a bachelor party, whatever here, I want you to hear me. Please listen. So the headlines that we're hearing about foreigners getting drugged and robbed and even sadly, unfortunately, killed here. It's not couples, it's not women, it's not groups of women, it's men that are getting this. It's by and large men. I think that I've heard of one female tourist dying here, and that was not something that was a partying related thing. So women are coming here, they're having a great time. They go home wondering why the internet's making this place sound like it's a war zone. So the reason for that is simple, is that women have been trained for safety their whole lives. So men haven't. We haven't. By and large, we're not very street smart, unfortunately. And in Medellin, that shows up big time. So today I want to explain why we have so many safety issues here as men and what we can learn from women and how they move in the streets to not be victims of this. So I want to start with a little tiny reality check here. So last year, Medellin had 1.2 million visitors. And the vast majority of these people came here. They partied. They had a great time. They sightseeing. They were doing tours. They did everything great. And they left with no problems. But at the same time, the last year was the first year that there was a decline, even a slight decline. And I think this year we're down on tourist deaths here. Druggings have not slowed down. That's not going to happen. The U.S. Embassy said that there's one drugging every day here, and I think that is hogwash. I think that's absolute conservative hogwash. I think that you're probably looking at more like 5 to 6 per day. But look at the percentages. It's not that many that are happening. So even when the U.S. Embassy puts out a warning, they're always talking about be careful with the dates you meet on Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, etc. And again, they always say numerous U.S. citizens so they don't get cornered into something, but it's a pretty big number. And the problem is we're seeing the same pattern over and over and over. So there's a couple things that I will say. Medellin's not a guaranteed disaster. In fact, most people come here and have a great time. They have so much fun. So the bad thing is, again, the group that keeps getting hit the hardest is men that are here chasing nightlife and romance, plain and simple. Sad to say. So why do women move differently? Like I said, they're trained for safety from a young age. So if you grew up as a woman in the U.S., Canada, or Europe, this is normal. You send your location to a friend before a date. You tell your group, text me when you get home. You watch the bartender make your drink, and you never leave your glass unattended at the table. And then you side-eye anything that feels too much too fast. So women plan their night out about being, how do I stay safe and how do we all stay together? And a lot of guys, we don't do that because we never had to do that. So women that travel to Medellin, they bring that programming with them here. And when some strange guy tells them at 2 a.m., hey, let's go back to your apartment or your hotel room. I'll bring a friend and we can have more drinks. They see right through that nonsense. We as guys, we think we just hit the lotto. We just hit the lottery. Yes. No, we did not. So another thing is when somebody's hanging around the table or they give up that creepy vibe, we as guys don't pick up that vibe. Women don't give up the creepy vibe, they give up the scary vibe. And that happens here. And sometimes you just write it off. But here, you can't. You have to be more like a woman in that case, where if you feel that something is off, it probably is. That women aren't just paranoid here. They're not paranoid. They're trained by their experiences in life. And then when they come here, they're already ready for it. We as dudes aren't. So let's talk about how the guys move. We're a little different. So when most guys land here and they go through that insanely long 4-hour immigration line, I've heard it's 4 hours now. I'm telling you, pro tip, boys, come in through Bogota and then fly in nationally here. The line in Bogota is not as bad, promise. It's not. So, It's pretty rare that you have that issue. Anyways, when they land, you have three thoughts: how cheap everything is, how super nice and how gorgeous everybody is, and they have the thought that, hey, I'm the main character. I'm going to be the main character again. So the problem is they've watched these clips, these videos on the internet about with dudes talking about Colombian women and it's paradise and all of that. So they show up with their ego in full effect with giant blind spots. So here's what happens typically is they'll match with somebody on a dating app, invite her to the apartment for drinks and Netflix or Netflix and chill. And when she says yes, it's like, oh, see, I got it. No, you got it all right. Or the other thing is they go out and they get blackout drunk with strangers that they just met that day. It's a terrible idea. Bringing back your new friends or your new friend and her cousin or her best friend or whatever at 3 a.m. And you have all of your valuables laying around. You have your laptop, you have all your stuff, your passport, your money, your phone, etc. Terrible, terrible idea. And another thing that happens here, and a lot of guys fall into this one, is you assume that if a woman is beautiful and interested, it's because she likes American men. Or your ego gets filled. You're like, oh yeah, see, look at this, look at this. See, it's not just me. So this is the exact behavior that these criminals, they're waiting for. So these criminal groups that are out there, they recruit women to meet foreigners on dating apps. And a lot of the time when you're texting and you're talking to the person, you're not even talking to the same person. You're not even talking to the girl that's going to show up. And a lot of times she won't even be the one that's in the pictures. It's just somebody who knows how to drug somebody and get in there. So there's a pattern here that men alone that go to meet women on the apps, they go to the clubs, they go to parquilleras, they bring them home, and they wake up with nothing. That's what you see a lot of here. When couples and women come here, they're mostly when couples come here, they're focused on the experiences, the restaurants, coffee day trips, and normal nightlife that's not here, like dancing and salsa and things like that. And women are coming for those things too, but there's also the people who are coming here for medical tourism. And I'll tell you what, when you've had surgery, the last thing you want to do is go out and try and get laid. So it helps. It helps a lot. It's not a good thing. But again, women and couples, they tend to have cleaner plans. They keep better boundaries with strangers. They're not in, they're, I'm trying to think of how to say this. When we start thinking with one thing, the rest of our thought process is clouded. So you don't really have that issue. You don't have those, you're not hopeful. You're not optimistic that, oh my God, that beautiful girl loves me. Yeah. So they don't drink as heavily with people that they just met. So a group of girls that came up to the table and said, hey, let's drink this bottle of vodka together. It's probably not going to happen with a couple. And again, they don't treat their trip here like a hookup at any cost, do mountains of substances that the country is known for, and just have a blast. It's not what people are doing. So if the thing is if you want to come here and have a good trip, you'll probably be okay if you're just smart about things. The first thing, rule number one, especially if you're going to meet somebody, this is going to save you a lot of stuff, a lot of headache here. And these are all common sense. I just want to say every single one of these things is common sense. Every one of them. Meet in public first. Never meet somebody at your hotel for the first time. That's a terrible thing. The other thing is guard your drink like a woman does. Always keep your drink near you. Don't put your drink down and go dance. You notice when you go on the dance floor, women take the drinks with them. And there's a reason for that. And you should definitely do that same thing. Don't ever accept a drink that was topped off by some other bottle that you didn't see open, because you don't know what's going on there. The other thing, make sure to keep your friends in the loop. Even if they're not here, tell them, hey, here's my location. Here's where I'm at. I'm with this person. And this sounds crazy, but try and take a picture together with the person and say, "Oh, I want to send this to my friends, so they know who I'm." So they can get jealous and they know who I'm with. But in reality, take that with you. Take a picture and send it to a trusted friend, and then tell somebody when you plan on being back and when you plan on the date being over, and text them. Be accountable with that person. The other thing, which is really important, there is the controlling your environment is huge. Don't keep passports, your phones, don't keep any of that stuff out in the open. Don't make any of it easy to get to. Use the safe. Use the safe in your hotel room. They provide that for a reason, so please use that. The other thing is just remember that you're probably in vacation mode. So you're probably you don't want to be on guard when you're here, but you have to be. You have to be a little bit on guard. You don't have to be paranoid, but you have to be on guard with it. So remember, the trip's supposed to be fun, not legendary for the wrong reasons. You don't want your trip here to be, hey, remember that trip when so-and-so got drugged and robbed? Yeah, let's not do that. So if you're a guy planning a trip here, please listen to what I'm saying. These are very basic things, but women do better here because they don't worry about these things because it's so deeply ingrained in their head that when they go out, they don't just accept drinks from somebody. They'll accept the drink only from a bartender. They watch their drinks the whole time because they know that they're a target. And I cannot stress this enough to you. I cannot stress this enough to you, boys. You are a target here if you're going out and you're partying and you're looking for romance. If you're here for a weekend and you want to go out and have a good time, great. Just be smart while you're out. That's all I'm saying. So, again, if you're coming here, be smart. If you live here, be smart too, because if you invite the wrong person back to your house and you have everything just laying out because it's your home, this is your space, it's a bad idea too. So check the links in the description. There's a couple of guides. I'm putting another guide out right now about working in Colombia and moving here for work. So that one's not out just yet. I do have the guide about Medellin, about moving to Medellin and working from here. So if you are interested in moving here, definitely check it out. It's something that I put together. It's super cheap. It's cheaper than 10 minutes with an attorney here, and it'll help you out a lot. There's a lot of really solid info in there. Stuff that I wish I knew 10 years ago. So again, come to Medellin, please. Enjoy yourself, but be respectful and be smart. Your passport is not a bulletproof vest, okay? So please like, share, and subscribe this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you know somebody that is planning on coming here, please send this video to them. Man, woman, or couple. I mean, chances are it's probably not going to be a big thing for a couple or a woman, but please send it to them so they can have a reminder that it's not a war zone here. It's not that bad. But if you go out looking for trouble, it's going to find you here. So again, thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you'll know when I post another video. I did one yesterday, I'm doing one today, but I'm probably not going to do that. I can't go that fast. So thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.